One of the main aims in Hogwarts Legacy is of course to earn money, or well, galleons as it is called within the game. Of course, by earning money you're able to purchase many items within the game, or well, every item within the game really does require to be purchased. You'll be able to purchase new gear such as new clothing, and you'll also be able to customize some of your items such as your wand and your broomstick. And I have actually done a video going over the wand customization, and a link to that video is in the description below, and I'll link it at the end of the video as well. So yeah, other than completing the main story really for Hogwarts Legacy, one of the main things is earning money. And if you are looking to make money within Hogwarts Legacy, which I would say is definitely the case if you are watching this video, well, then you have indeed found the right place. This video will go over everything you need to know about making money within Hogwarts Legacy, the different ways you can make money, and the best way you can make money within Hogwarts Legacy. We'll look at a variety of different options that you can go for if you want to make money in Hogwarts Legacy, because after all, you may not like some of these methods. You may find them boring, you may find you can't really access them yet, and you may find that some of the other methods are methods that you prefer, and we'll be going through loads and loads of different methods that you can use. So yeah, let's waste no more time and let's get into how to make money quickly within Hogwarts Legacy. So first of all, we have looting common chests and sacks. Loot chests and sacks can be found and they will reward you with money. You'll find plenty of chests and sacks in the rooms and corners of Hogwarts, and the world beyond. Actually, these aren't just within the Hogwarts school, you'll find them all over the world. The rewards from small chests and sacks do tend to vary, but most of the time it will just be some hard cash, somewhere between a few galleons and 80 galleons if you're lucky. It's not the most efficient way to get money, of course, within Hogwarts Legacy, but every little bit does help, and especially in the early game. If you are at the beginning of the game, you're going to come across a lot of these, since all of the missions really at the beginning of the game are within the school, so you're going to be, you know, every corner that you pass may as well check, since there's a good chance you'll find a small common chest there. So there's no harm in looting it. It literally does just take a second. You don't need to do any sort of puzzle to unlock it or anything like that with the common chests. All you have to do, any sort of corner or any sort of hidden room, you'll find yourself a common chest usually, and you know, you could only sell for, you know, maybe 40 galleons, and that is definitely going to help you as a beginner in the game. It'll easily help you purchase a few items, especially as a beginner, since it doesn't take long to get to the point of customizing your wand, and there may be a few options, you know, around there when you get to Hogsmeade that you want. So before you do reach Hogsmeade, I would say to maybe try and find a few common chests, as this will really, at that point in the game, is going to be one of the only ways you can make money. So finding a few common chests before you do make your way to Hogsmeade could definitely help, since when you're there's going to be a few things you're going to want to purchase, but you may not have the galleons for. But yeah, by finding these common chests and sacks before then, there's a good chance that you'll be able to have enough galleons to be able to purchase what you want once you arrive in Hogsmeade for the first time. But of course, you can go back there at any time, so that's not necessarily required. So the next method is a little bit similar, but quite a lot more in depth, and this is to loot the eye monster chests, which will actually reward you with money. There is actually a very, very good chance that you've already come across these within the game. You can find these across the whole of Hogwarts and Hogsmeade as well. These chests are quite large, and they have one BDI which will actually panic as you do approach the chest. So to loot an eye chest, once it does start to panic, you'll need to walk away until it does settle down again, and then you will need to cast the disillusionment spell. So you can get these quite early in the game, so you shouldn't really have to worry about not having that spell. You get that pretty early on, but you do unlock this disillusionment spell through the Secrets of Restricted Section story quest, which is very early on in the game, and it just involves you going through library and stuff like that. And I won't go into too much detail, as that will maybe spoil some of the story for you, but chances are you've probably already played that mission, since it is very early in the game, the first hour or two. So yeah, really shouldn't take long to get to that point, and then you'll have that disillusionment spell. But yeah, once you have got that, then you just need to slowly sneak up on it again, but making sure that you have used that disillusionment spell, and once you're close enough, a prompt will appear where you are able to loot it, usually X or square, depending on the platform that you are playing on. But it isn't always necessarily obvious that you need to use that disillusionment spell to be able to open these chests. If you do just walk up to it normally, then you're not going to be able to open it. You do have to cast that spell. So yeah, definitely something worth noting, otherwise, you know, you may just give up. So definitely make sure that you are casting that spell when you're near the chest, because otherwise it's just not going to work. But each chest will give you 500 galleons, which is a lot, and if you take the time to scope them out in Hogwarts Legacy, it really won't take long at all to be building up thousands and thousands of galleons just by looting these chests. So yeah, definitely make sure that you are looting these chests. You will find them all around the Hogwarts school really, and all around the entire Hogwarts Legacy world, so definitely make sure you try and find these. And once again, just like the common chests, you'll find them in pretty similar spots, to be honest, just sort of, you know, maybe on the side of a room or in the corner, maybe just as you're turning into a big hallway you might find one there. Typically, you know, around staircases and stuff like that, you're going to find one of these chests. So anywhere really, just as you're exploring the map, just make sure that you're keeping an eye out and seeing if you find these. They stand out quite a lot more than the common chests actually, so it's probably easier to find these than common chests. Although the common chests are more common, these do stand out a lot more, so yeah, you shouldn't struggle finding these at all. So yeah, you know, I would definitely just make sure you do keep an eye out for these chests, as 500 galleons a chest is a lot. So the next money making method within Hogwarts Legacy is to sell your gear. Beating vendors as their own game and selling any surplus gear is a great way to get money in the early stages of Hogwarts Legacy. There's no shortage of robes, hats, scarves and gloves you can find throughout Hogwarts and the countryside beyond Hogwarts. By opening some chests and, you know, just generally looting areas, you're going to gather up quite a lot of gear. So you really do want to make sure that you have the best gear possible equipped, as obviously that's going to help you more, especially during combat. But when your gear slots are full, you can head to a vendor and sell your excess gear. Conveniently, you can sell gear at any vendor regardless of what their shop stocks. So you can make your way into Hogsmeade and literally go to any of the shops and you'll be able to sell all of your gear there. It really doesn't matter which vendor you go to. You can literally make your way over to Ollivander's, even though that is a one shop, you can literally sell all of your gear there no matter what it is. So, you know, that's something very useful. And some of this does have some sell value of, say, 150 galleons, which, albeit not as much as the chests, you're still getting, you know, 150 galleons for selling something you're never ever going to use again. You know, you may as well do that. So just make sure that you've got the best gear equipped, and then any of that gear that you are never going to use again, just make sure you're selling. Maybe keep, you know, a bit of a spare bit of gear for each sort of section. For example, spare pair of gloves and a spare robe or something like that maybe. But generally speaking, you can sell anything you don't use, since if it's not the best, then chances are, unless you really like how it looks, you're never going to use it again. So, you know, just keep an eye out for when you are, you know, full on gear and you've got no room left, then just head over to a vendor and sell all of that. And, you know, if you're selling all of it and just keeping what you need, then chances are you could be getting close to 1,000 just by selling gear you're never going to use again. So yeah, make sure that you are doing that. So this final money making method is currently a PlayStation exclusive. We don't know if in the future it will make its way over to Xbox, PC and possibly Nintendo Switch. At the moment we have no idea if it will arrive on any other platforms, but at the moment this is exclusive to PlayStation. So, you know, if you've seen all the other stuff and you're on another platform, then, you know, you have now got all of the best money making methods that you can go towards. So just make sure you're focusing on those and you'll be set to go for making galleons within Hogwarts Legacy. But if you are on PlayStation, there is another way that you can make some money. This money making method involves the Hogsmeade shop. The Haunted Hogsmeade shop gets unlocked after you complete the Haunted Hogsmeade shop quest, and in turn you'll be able to sell items at a 10% increased rate. The only downside is that obviously this quest is currently a PlayStation exclusive, which is, you know, a bit of a bummer really, but if you're on PlayStation, then you've got nothing to worry about. But this Haunted Hogsmeade shop just allows you to sell everything at a 10% increased rate, and what is not to like there? You're literally just getting 10% more galleons than you would usually get just by completing this Haunted Hogsmeade quest. So definitely make sure that when the opportunity does arise to complete the Haunted Hogsmeade shop quest on PlayStation, that you are going ahead and completing that quest, since then you will be getting a 10% increased sell rate when you do sell your gear. So yeah, definitely make sure that you are completing that quest if you are of course on PlayStation. It may arrive on the other platforms at a later date, but at the moment we do not know. And there we have it. Those are the best money making methods in Hogwarts Legacy. If you are looking for the quickest way, really, it's probably using those eye chests or the common chests that you just find around the map. But of course, selling gear, if you've got spare gear, is also a great option, since, you know, you can easily just head over to Hogsmeade and do that. And something I do like about all of these methods is that you can combine all of these together. For example, you've got spare gear, you can go ahead and sell that, and on your way you can look out for eye chests and common chests, and, you know, you may be on your way to Hogsmeade, you should just gather an extra 1,000 galleons literally just by making your way to Hogsmeade and then selling gear, and then maybe making another 1,000 galleons, and there you go, you've just got yourself 2,000 galleons just by doing that, which is loads and loads. And whilst you're at Hogsmeade after selling that gear, you can go ahead and buy something new. So yeah, that does just about wrap up things here. Those are the best ways to make money within Hogwarts Legacy, and hopefully that'll help you purchase the things you want to purchase within the game. Now, I have actually done a video, like I mentioned, going over the wand customization options, and if you're interested in watching that, then the link to that video is on the screen now, so feel free to go ahead and join me over there.